Hey everybody, what's up? So, I filmed this earlier and it did not go through very well. That is, yes, it is the F-bomb. It is a documentary, it is unrated. In 90 minutes they drop it 856 times. Now, what is it about, obviously, other than the word? It has a lot of different comedians, other people. I think they said it was like Hunter S. Thompson's last interview, or one of the last interviews. Like other entertainers, porn star, a couple of them. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things. It's basically about the word itself, the censorship that's been behind it, and the reason why I watched this is like 11-ish years ago when I saw this. Came out in 2005. It was on the back when I had cable, actually satellite, when I lived with my ex, and there's a documentary channel. So I saw it, I'm like, okay, this sounds interesting because a lot of their stuff, like basically was uncensored. I got so DVR'd this because I wanted to see it with closed captioning. Oh my, wow, lot of, I think Billy Connolly was one of the ones that I'm sitting there going, holy shnikes. Bill Maher, not so much. Who was it? It says, the film that dare not speak its name, a rocking and hilarious film about the mother of all curse words, is taboo, obscene, and controversial, yet somehow permeates every single aspect of our popular culture, from Hollywood to the schoolyard to the Senate floor in Washington, D.C., brings life to the dirty words impact with a fast-paced and funny collection of film clips, animation, and the inside of linguistics, entertainers, and comedians, both liberal and conservative, chime in with the opinion about this amazing word that has always been at the very center of a debate on censorship and free speech. Pat Boone, Tara Patrick, Bill Maher, Drew Carey, Michael Medvedev, hope I pronounce that, Miss Manners, Ron Jeremy, Kevin Smith, Alanis Morissette, and the late Hunter S. Thompson all have something to say. As the Austin Chronicles enthused, 4 out of 10 fornicators agree. Rocks. Okay. There is actually, I'm going to say this, if I can find it, I will post a link to it below. I think I have. Years and years ago, apparently it was voiced by a guy who used to work for Disney that passed away. There was a file you could get called the F word. I'm not saying it because it basically, as a joke, is like what it's supposed to mean, where it's supposed to come from, different ways you can talk about it. Apparently it's a guy's son, found the clip, and he's like, yeah, that's my dad, and I saw the script, and I made a comment saying, I'd like to see that, script, just for fun, and no response back, but whatever. I did get this used on Amazon. eBay was a little bit more expensive. I don't know if it's anywhere else, not that I can think of, but I wanted to get one DVD, mainly because some places, like the subtitles, closed caption, whatever call them, aren't the best. I love this. Let me see here. Extended interviews, F counter, 856 if I remember correctly. Interview with Bill Plampton, whoever that is. Extended deleted scenes. HD net interview with Steve Anderson. The trailer. Dolby Stereo, closed caption. Yeah, basically this is telling you. Now, one quick thing is this also says from the studio that write The Aristocrats, which I never looked into until I think it was Patamus somewhere talked about it. Which is this one? There's no way in hey, I'm going to be talking about this one. There's a reason why. Look up the jokes. They're extremely not safe for work at all. It basically centers around the same aspect, just different versions of it. I'd really rather not go into it. Just look, if you want filthy humor, look at The Aristocrats. Apparently, somebody said that they were showing it, and somebody stood up and goes, "This is not The Aristocrats." The Disney movie. I'm like, this is a filthy joke. Like, filthier than I'm used to. Anyways, so yes, do I recommend it? Of course, if you are not easily offended. They have, Lenny Bruce and George Carlin are in here. Lenny Bruce, I've never really watched his stuff. From what I understand, got in a lot of trouble for a lot of the stuff he did. George Carlin, the 7 words you can't say on TV. And the funny thing is, over the course of time, he kept adding to that list. So it's really good to see, some very interesting humor. The reason I highly recommend it as well is not just because of the fact that it's so filthy. It's also because how many people would make a documentary about that word anymore? I mean, seriously, so many people would be like, I can't believe he said that like that. Yeah, pretty much don't care. I lost the link. There's like this movie that they used from the 60s as basically a propaganda film from like this anti-obscenity group. 35 minutes long, and I sound like, I don't want to watch this. More or less like obscenity in literature. And I'm going, this is like this, There's worse things that could be said. Apparently one rumor is that the word stood for fornication under consent of the king, which is bull. Basically saying, yeah, if you want to get freaky, you have to talk to the king and get his permission first. I heard that was supposed to apply to knights, not the regular people. It's hard to say. Yeah, like I said, if I can find a link to the comedy bit, I will post it below. Don't watch this with friends or family members around unless you want them to experience the joys of the F word. Bill Maher, I'm sorry, I was not pleased with his performance in here. Ron Jeremy, I gotta pick somebody better than him. Not because of the accusations, but he's just... Yeah, he's... Like, the only thing he was good in was Orgasmo, which is not a porn, it's a parody. I don't know, having George Carlin in there definitely made it worthwhile. Drew Carey, hearing him swear was a lot different. One of the other things is when they have the counter, is I was reminded of South Park when I was looking up the count, because they had the word shite or shitey, not saying that word, because trying to keep this, to where nobody can report me. He was saying the F word, and we can't find any proof of it. Who cares? I try to keep things slightly friendly. But, yeah, I was just thinking about it. Apparently, Wolf of Wall Street, as long as it was, only had like somewhere between 500 and 600 times. And I'm going, I would have thought, would have heard about that, maybe they would have had it more. So if you want, check it out. Like I said, don't watch with people around. If I post the link below, I am definitely saying, listen with headphones on. If I decide to post that link, if people want me to post it when you see this, let me know. I think I'll do it that way. It is humorous. Like, it was probably like in the late 90s, maybe 98 or 99 when I first heard it. I'm like, oh, this is funny. So yeah, that's it, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.